Welcome back, guys, to Professor Layton and the Curious Village, where last episode we continued our climb through the tower at the center of St Mystere, encountering some people within that we didn't expect to see as Luke and Layton discussed various mysteries, bringing them to a close. With puzzle 100 complete, we soon reached the top. Now we're free to keep climbing. You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge and yet there's almost nothing inside it. Yes, quite. Other than Bruno's room in the cellar, the whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that is why Bruno's machines make such a racket. This tower is like a giant megaphone. Why would anyone want to construct such a big, purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing. Did you ever consider that this tower might have been built for the express purpose of exhausting us? This is just another one of the many trials that have been set out for seekers of the golden apple. Gosh, that makes perfect sense. Maybe that's also why the tower looks so scary on the outside. We're making it. We are making it. Yes, every puzzle from 1 to 100 is now complete. 101 isn't, and 118 isn't. Where is that? Well, I've got 118 puzzles completed. But I haven't found puzzle 118. This floor doesn't appear to have any puzzles for us. So if we climb this spiral staircase, maybe we'll reach the top floor. I think you may be right, my boy. Come on, let's hurry. Well, I've been clicking on every single point of interest. Oh my gosh! Our view was obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming cottage like this here? Look, the lights are on, Professor. It would appear that someone is living here. Oh, chapter 9 is complete. I mean, I just did, so no. It's funny how a thumb won't work, but a stylus will. I have not found any bachelorettes yet, that's for sure. But I think I might find the secret to life in all existence. Or maybe at the very least the golden apple. But surely this home has to be kind of cold up here, right? It's got like nothing blocking, no trees, no nothing. The weather will be wreaking havoc with this place. You've reached the top of the tower. Continue into the house or return to the village to explore more. Oh, is this my point of no return for the end of the game? It definitely looks kind of like it, doesn't it? Well, I've got 2 puzzles that I need to find, and they seem to be secret puzzles. Definitely sounds like a point of no return. Sounds like the game's about to come to a close. Well, we got 2 puzzles to find, so I don't know where they are. And I'm not going to find them very well. There's not going to be a way out, so I'm guessing I could just go up here and then it would zoop me up there. No, it doesn't, so I've just now plopped me right at the bottom of the place. I have work to do now. Okay, Bruno. For that matter, so do you. Shouldn't you two get climbing? The top of the tower's a long way up. Go on off with you now. Yeah, we found it, but we need to find puzzles remaining. Oh no. Right, if the last 2 are secret puzzles, I can do it one of 2 ways. Walk around the entirety of town pressing everywhere. Or look up the locations. Or have someone else look up the locations for me. 118's in the town hall. And 101 is at the market. Alright, let's go to town hall first. Supposedly it's in here and amongst all the things, but I felt like I clicked around this place enough. 118 is here. It must be in a weird location. This is the town hall, isn't it? Oh my goodness, why it's on a windowsill? There's a hidden puzzle here. What? Red and black cards. You have a jokerless deck of 52 cards which have been shuffled thoroughly. You take the cards and divide them into 2 stacks of 26 cards each, labeled A and B. If you divide the cards as described above and check the contents of each pile 1,000 times, how many times could you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? They be shuffled. Oh, I get it. If 12 red cards are in one deck, there would be 14 red cards in the other deck, making 12 black cards in the other deck. So the matching of black cards and red cards would be 1,000 times. I think this is the biggest number we've had of writing this, right?
How does this sound? Professor, I've solved it!
You can expect a corresponding number of red and black cards to show up between the piles 1,000 times out of 1,000 tries. There are 26 cards of each color in a 52-card deck. If you form 2 piles of 26 randomly selected cards in this deck, the number of red cards in pile A is equal to 26 cards minus the number of black cards in pile A. In pile B, the situation is reversed. No matter how the cards are divided, the number of red cards in pile A will be equal to the number of black cards in pile B and vice versa. Yes. That was a real mind twister. That was nice and fast, which is nice because we want to get back to the tower. The other one is supposedly in the market, is it? Do you know why I probably missed these 2? Because they're just in areas where there's lots of things that bring up dialogue, right? Wow, chat tells me where hidden puzzles are. You seem to have stumbled on a hidden puzzle here, Professor. That's just a bit of masonry. Splitting it up. You have a big wooden cube that's painted red on all 6 sides. After splitting the cube along the white line shown in the picture, you were left with 27 small cubes, identical in size but varying in the number of red sides per cube. How many of these 27 small cubes have just one of their 6 sides painted red? Well, it's just all the middle ones. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? It's the same as there are sides of a cube. It's the middle ones of every cube. 6.
How does this sound?
Well, those hidden puzzles were banged out fast, weren't they? That's right. If you can dissect the block in your head in the way shown above, the answer is easy enough to come by. As you can see, the number of small cubes with one side painted red is 6, 1 for each face of the larger block. Piece of cake. Let's go find more puzzles. You completed every puzzle in the game. Oh, we really have. Smashing work. Oh, there's even more there. Thanks, chat. I don't think I need that hit coin anymore. Turns out I've completed every puzzle in the game. Right, back up to the top of the tower. Too bad we can't warp to the top. We also know there's no puzzle awaiting us. Just the answer to the final mysteries. It really was the point of no return. Simply said, that was it. Dunzo. Finished. Finito. Which is kind of surprising. But I guess that was our final boss here. One last puzzle involving squares. Let's continue into the house. What kind of person would live in a place like this? Unbelievable. Just look at this room. The stuff in here has to be worth a fortune. This must be the top floor that Bruno spoke of. So we might be standing in the same room as the golden apple at this very moment. I've been waiting for you two. Who? You.
It's you! What's this? What's going on here?
My boy, what you see here is the golden apple herself.
You're the golden apple? Professor, you knew about this? It's the apple of his eye. I had an inkling. Don't you see the genius of it, though? The Baron didn't write the will to find a successor to his fortune. His true aim was to find a worthy guardian for his daughter, and he was willing to put his whole fortune on the line to do so. Yes. My name is Flora. I've been waiting here in the tower for so long. Were you locked up in here the whole time? Oh no, but before Papa passed, he told me that I should wait here until someone from outside St Mystere came for me. Papa said that whoever came for me would be someone I could trust with my life. So that's why you kept watching us move around the village. What was that?
What's going on? Oh! Here I come! Ready or not! Follow me! Come now.
Follow me. We must evacuate this tower immediately. What now? Someone's trying to murder us.
Go ahead without us! I have an idea!
But...
We're fine! Go on!
all right.
It's all right, dear. This way.
What are we going to do? I've got it! Just wait a moment, Flora. Gravity will do the rest.
Layton, I'll smash you right out of the sky! No! This isn't over yet, Layton! Just you wait! One day, I will have my revenge on you! Hold tight!
Thank goodness you're alright, Professor. Don Paolo's flying contraption was something else. I already thought we were done for back there. Yes, it was a bit unnerving, but he also provided us with the answer to one of our ongoing mysteries. Do you remember that awful noise we heard the first time we visited Reinhold Manor? The one that spooked Claudia. Oh, so that must have been the noise. You put it together. The racket was likely Don Paolo's contraption making a crash landing. If that's the case, then we now know the approximate time of Don Paolo's entrance into St Mystere. That makes perfect sense, so it follows that Franco wouldn't have noticed Don Paolo's entrance. So if Flora is the golden apple that everyone's been looking for, that means the treasure that Lady Dahlia and the others were chasing never existed in the first place. No, I'm fairly certain they weren't mistaken. I do believe a fortune is hidden somewhere within the village. But the Baron would need to hide it somewhere only the golden apple would know to look. You mean that Flora knows where the treasure is hidden? I'm sorry, but I don't know about a treasure or anything like that. Let's head back to Reinhold Manor one more time. I suspect we'll clear everything up there. What a baffling game. So all of a sudden, mysterious science invention, destruction, possible murder, peril. This has been a puzzle game. What's with the peril? Well, let's find the fortune. Professor, do you really think the treasure could be located here? Look closely at this painting, Luke. I'm sure it holds the key to the Reinhold fortune. But I've already looked at it. We've got a press somewhere. If we solve this mystery, Luke, I'm certain we'll come face to face with the Reinhold treasure. Touch the painting where the golden apple is hidden. I remember now, it's right here. Ha-ha! A hidden switch. The switch seems to have activated the wall. And to think that Reinhold Manor held the secret behind this painting all along. It looks like there's a passage that leads further in. Oh. Let's see where this passage goes. Into the very obviously secret chamber I was clicking on so many times. Wah! Oh my goodness, look at this place. I had no idea. Now, how in the world did you know that the switch was hidden in the painting? Who is this guy as well? Listen closely, Luke. Wisdom wasn't the only thing Baron Reinhold required of potential guardians for his only daughter. You saw it too, did you not? That peculiar mark on her neck that only appeared when she laughed. In other words, Baron Reinhold set out one last requirement for the potential inheritor to his fortune. He wanted someone who could make Flora smile again after losing those dear to her. To that person and that person alone would Baron Reinhold reveal the location of his actual fortune. That's unbelievable, Professor, but it all makes sense now. Flora, my little Flora. Where's that voice coming from? Flora, you made it here at last. That voice, Papa, is that you? Papa! My dear Flora, has the village washed over you as I would have? I built St Mystere for you so that you would never have to know true loneliness. Well, to be fair, Bruno did the actual building, but that's besides the point. In any case, if you come this far, I suppose it's safe to assume my plan was a success. My greatest regret is that I'm not there to see you become a young woman, but please know that I want nothing more than for you to be happy. Whether the person by your side right now can give you that or not is up to you, I suppose. And you who have found your way to my daughter's side, you have my heartiest congratulations. If you could make it through the barrage of puzzles I set before you. I imagine a person of your abilities has already caught on, but allow me to reveal St Mystere's secret. The secret of St Mystere? Recently I was told by my physician that I don't have much time left on this earth. I can come to terms with dying, but the thought of leaving my only child alone in the world torments me. This is why I've commissioned Bruno to construct St Mystere. At least this way she'll be safe and protected until she's old enough to venture into the outside world. Streets and buildings are the bones of a village, but its heart is the people who live in it. This is why I asked Bruno to create all the villages here, as well as all the puzzles hidden within them. I've asked Matthew to make news of my deaf public only once Flora has grown past childhood. So stranger, how does my beautiful little flower look now? I imagine she's blossoming into adulthood. Equally important to me is finding someone to whom I can entrust both my daughter and my fortune. This is why the inhabitants of St Mystere are constantly testing the knowledge of the visitor. Have you made it this far? It must mean that you possess both wisdom and dedication to my daughter. I am confident that you will take good care of my fortune and Flora. This is why everything in this room, the whole of my fortune, belongs to you now. When you remove it from here, St Mystere will complete the objective for which it was created. I imagine the inhabitants will fall into a deep sleep from which they are never to awaken. Now wait just a minute, is he saying that if we take the treasure, all of St Mystere will just disappear? I also don't know the answer to that question, Luke. But it's possible that St Mystere is designed to shut down the instant we lay a hand on the treasure. So if that happens, everyone will just stop? Just like puppets with their strings cut? I leave it to you, brave traveller. Draw the curtain on St Mystere and lay this lifeless village to rest. Above all else, take care of my precious daughter. She's in your hands now. Oh, Papa. I can't believe it. If we even touch this treasure, all of St Mystere will just grind to a halt. Flora, by right, this inheritance belongs to you. You should be the one to decide what's done with it. I don't want it. But why ever not, my dear? The people who live here have been with me for so long. Curious as this village is, it's watched me grow up. I want St Mystere, my village, to stay just as it is, forever. I see. Then so it shall be. But what of you, Flora? Will you stay here with your village? I guess we're about to find out. Load-bearing cash indeed. Are you sure this is quite alright, my lady? Certainly. If leaving will make Flora happy, I'd like nothing more than to see her off with a smile. Maybe we should ask Bruno how he feels about this.
Goodbye then, little village. Cool. What an astonishing village that was, Professor. Does this mean you'll be gracing the front pages of the London papers again sometime soon?
No, Luke. St Mystere's secret must stay between us.
Huh? Why do you say that?
You see, my dear boy, we don't want people to make a spectacle of Flora. That wouldn't be right.
Of course. Always thinking of others.
Well, one must always put a lady's needs first. That's what a gentleman does.
Credits. And we finished! My very first ever Professor Layton game. The first ever Professor Layton game. There we go. A puzzling little thing. A charming a little experience as well, with things that made me feel like a fool, and also things that made me feel like, yes, I know what I'm doing. But an experience that I have to say I didn't really expect. I mean, it was more built up with the story side of it than I even thought it would actually necessarily be. There was a lot going on, and I did like how it just kind of ran on in the way it did. Just kind of punching you from point to point going, hey, go find some more puzzles. It very much had the puzzles as its main feature, but then also had these cutscenes and all that led to the inexplicable. Led into the weirdness that was robotic people, of course, going on. People who get a bit ill, a bit worn down, and then they have to be taken away for repairs. But the one loose end I feel about all of this is Bruno. Does the gold stay there to pay Bruno? It doesn't look like Bruno's well lived exactly. Does Bruno want to stay there repairing the entirety of St Mystere all the time? Do you think he was just there like, oh, thank God, someone's finally taken the golden apple. I can finally stop working here, maybe go find someone to live with, I don't know. The question is, what happened to Bruno? But it looks like Layton now has an adoptive daughter or some such that he now keeps secret. That curious village is going on, and this guy up here! The second most confusing part of it all, Don Paolo suddenly arrives with no clue who he is, suddenly just sneaks around and tries to, like, you know, deceive us, and then tries to kill us with a whirling dervish bulldozer machine worthy of Dr. Robotnik. What's with that? But I do like when a game has, like, a story that has weird elements that just take you by surprise and you're just like, what? Especially when it's a game built around logic puzzles, etc. Like, real stuff. So that's kind of funny. It's just like, yes, well, puzzles are a thing, but we need fantastic as well. We need to have a hook. We need to keep you interested. Otherwise it's just a puzzle game, right? Now that's what it's not. It's a puzzle game with story, with charm, and a series that has spawned many games. 2 trilogies worth, if I understand it, plus other games as well. And I've already bought 2 of the other games in the series at this point in time. Back here, The Lost Future, and the Spectre's cool because they were available to get at the same place I got the other this one at. But I think I will purchase some more when I can, in the way forward as we move towards, well, this is basically the series in some regards to replace Phoenix Wright until more Phoenix Wright comes out. That series we play from time to time, probably a YouTube only series is what I'd say from now on. We did it on the Twitch because we had a little gap and I joked about it, and then suddenly people were like, yeah, I'm interested in watching that, so we played it, and that's how we've started this off. The real question is, even if I do it YouTube only, in the future, we'll see what happens with the series. Is this camera still wanted? Would this camera be wanted? Would it just be wanted to see me going, staring, looking dismayed, realize I've got it? Do you want those reactions still or not? Put your answers in the comments, those on YouTube. I can see the answers from the Twitch people here right now. So that's all good. But maybe this is an integral part of the experience, I don't know, unlike Phoenix Wright. Let's put it that way. And as we work through the Layton games, the plan is, of course, to hopefully play the crossover of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright in the future. Though that is an incredibly expensive game to get your hand on at this point in time, and it might be more expensive in the future. With that said and done as well, there is another... I bet that character's going to appear again, yeah. With that said and done, there's a brand new Professor Layton game coming out in the not-so-distant horizon as well. So I don't know if we skip to play that forward or not. So I understand if things are in trilogy storylines anyway, so I don't know if it will necessarily be something like that or not. Maybe we'll play the original trilogy before then, maybe not. I don't know when the game is actually coming out. But I don't know if I'm pretty sure people would prefer I played the games in order. It's just the fact that there are different orders that you can play the game in. Release order is what I've chosen at this point in time. But we will see what comes of the future of that. So yeah, it was very fun. I did like playing the puzzles, even if some of the stuff that went on was ridiculously embarrassing on my end. And with that said and done as well, supposedly there are more puzzles to do after all. Because this game was definitely, you could tell from the plot beats in there, was set up to be more than just one game, wasn't it? So much more going on, so to be continued in the next title. Though you've reached the story's end, Professor Layton and the Curious Village is far from over. How many puzzles did you solve over the course of your adventure? Precisely 120 puzzles are hidden throughout the village, so why not try to complete every puzzle? Also be sure to check the bonuses section, fulfill certain conditions to unlock more bonus content. Your game will save now. When you continue, you will resume play at the top of the tower. I will save my game indeed. So yes, our story is over, but stick around because there's a little bit more, right? Save on that one, maybe. We'll have a clear. Oh, it's a golden hat. Right then. Let's see if I do need to reset my DS or not to see the bonus stuff. But we click on bonuses here. And I guess we'll click on this file. And we'll see what we've unlocked.